It's the holiday weekend. You know what that means. Lots of movies at the theater. Movie critic Matt Atchity with RottenTomatoes.com joining us right now from Los Angeles. Okay, we're looking at a few films with wide releases right now, meaning they are nationwide. Let's begin with The Muppets.
You look familiar.
So do you.
Wow. Please, have a seat.
Yes, we're going to have a seat now.
No, sit down.
Oh, sorry.
Message ahead. Left leg in trouble. Going down. Left leg going down.
Okay, Matt, we know Sesame Street to be all about teaching and learning. Muppets here, sounding like a musical, is it?
It absolutely is a musical. Songs in this movie, we've got some classic Muppet songs and some new songs written by Brett McKenzie of Flight of the Conchords. This is a fantastic movie. I really enjoyed it.
Really?
It stars Jason Segel. Yeah, absolutely. It stars Jason Segel, who co-wrote the movie. Amy Adams is in it. Chris Cooper, Rashida Jones. In fact, I'd say that it's worth the price of admission just to see Chris Cooper rapping in this movie. It's really funny. And of course, we've got the classic Muppets. You've got Kermit the Frog. You've got Miss Piggy. You've got Fozzie the Bear. It's a really great return to the big screen for them. My only issue with this movie is that the story is really thin.
And I was going to ask you, what is the storyline?
So the storyline is that no one's really seen the Muppets in a long time. They've quit showbiz, and it turns out Chris Cooper is part of this evil conglomerate that's going to buy the Muppet studio and drill for oil and destroy it. And Walter, who is Jason Segel's brother, this new Muppet, has decided that he's going to get the Muppets back together and put on a big show so that they can raise the money to buy the studio. And that's about it for the story. The story's really, really thin. You don't really get a sense of why they stopped show business. And so it's a little light, but nonetheless, it's still a lot of fun, and I really enjoyed it. The jokes are fast and furious.
You're good.
The kids love it. It's a good one to go see.
Okay, and this is G, by the way?
This is rated G, and I would say bring Kleenex. They play the nostalgia card pretty heavy here.
Really? Okay, what's your grade?
My grade is a B. I think it's a very solid movie. It's very fun. I hope to see more of the Muppets in the future.
Okay, and then we've got a Martin Scorsese flick. This one is called Hugo, right?
Yes, a Martin Scorsese kids movie.
Oh, really?
Yes, it's based on a book called The Invention of Hugo Cabret, about a kid that lives in a train station who comes across this old man who may have some kind of mysterious past. It's a really neat little film.
Nice setup. Let's take a look.
Machines never come with any extra parts, you know. They always come with the exact amount they need. So I figured if the entire world was one big machine, I couldn't be an extra part. I had to be here for some reason. And that means you have to be here for some reason too.
Oh my gosh, that scene is making me think Edward Scissorhands, you know, just the attic kind of look. But anyway, a different movie. What do you think? Tell me about it.
I love this movie. This is probably Martin Scorsese's most personal film. It's a beautiful movie. If you had told me that somebody would be able to make a movie set in the 20s about a kid who discovers the glory of film preservation, I'd have said you were crazy. But this movie is fantastic. I really enjoyed it. You get great performances from Ben Kingsley, Sacha Baron Cohen. That's Asa Butterfield as the title character, Hugo. People might remember him from a movie called The Boy in the Striped Pajamas. Chloe Grace Moretz plays the girl that befriends him. We saw her as Hit Girl in the movie Kick-Ass. This is a really sweet story. Ben Kingsley plays a man who turns out to be this filmmaker. I don't want to give away who it is, but you go on this really neat journey. And I would actually, and this is probably a first for me, I would recommend seeing this in 3D. I think that filmmaker Martin Scorsese has made the most effective use of 3D I have yet to see in a film. He makes the movie very immersive. You feel like you're going on this journey with the main character.
And an interesting view of the City of Lights, it appears. Okay, grade?
I'd give it an A. I think it's absolutely worth seeing, although I think it's going to be a hard sell for some people because they're not really sure what they're going to get into, but I think it's a really fantastic film.
It's hard to not like something with Ben Kingsley in it also. Okay, Arthur Christmas. Christmas movie just in time for the holiday. Let's look.
Okay.
Dear Gwen, thank you for your letter and brilliant picture. Your request for a pink twinkle bike will be passed on to Santa. Yes.
Okay, what's unique about this Christmas Story in your view?
This is the perfect movie to start off the Christmas season. I really enjoyed this movie. The humor is really fast-paced, really frenetic. There's jokes every other minute, and they're all pretty funny. This movie was animated from the Aardman Animation Studio, the people that brought us Wallace and Gromit, although it's CGI here, not claymation. You've got great voice casting, James McAvoy, Hugh Laurie, Jim Broadbent. This is the story of how Santa Claus gets presents to everybody's house in one night. It's a major organization. Things go a little bit wrong, and it's up to his younger son to save the day. I think that this is the perfect movie to get you in the mood for Christmas shopping and the Christmas season. It's one of the best Christmas movies I dare say I've ever seen.
Wow, it looks like a sophisticated children's movie. It is a children's movie, right?
It is a children's movie, and it's a lot of fun.
Okay, you're great on this one?
I give it an A. You know, between this one and Hugo and the Muppets, there are some excellent choices in theaters this weekend. You really can't go wrong.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, those are the wide releases. Matt, we're going to see you again. We're going to talk about some of the limited releases, including My Week with Marilyn and George Clooney's new flick, or the one that he's starring in, The Descendants.
Yes, The Descendants. We definitely have much to talk about there.
Oh, good, good. I can't wait. All right, thanks so much, Matt.